Hey guys, today I'm going to read A Tale of Two Gregs by Jace Ashton. Friday. Recently, Mom's been saying she wants another kid. Yeah, I know. Soon enough there'll be 1,000 Mannies. I really don't need another Manny. One is enough for me. Roderick probably feels the same way, because when Mom said she wanted another kid, he ran to his room and hasn't come up since. I doubt Mom actually will have another kid, but to be safe, I already started my escape plan. And I think Roderick is gonna be right behind me. Aside from that, my house has been really quiet today. Roderick hasn't been bothering me, Manny hasn't been calling. That was instant red flags. I went to investigate and I realized that no one was home. Since no one was home, I invited Rowley over. We played Twisted Wizard until there was a knock on the door. It was another Greg. Saturday. Other Greg acts almost exactly like me, which gives me a great idea. We could switch life shifts. Say the other Greg goes to school and did the homework, and on Tuesday I did it. The only way to make this work is if we're never in the same room together. Now, the other Greg isn't as great as me, so I have to teach him. I can't have him saying he likes Ruby Bird or anything, because that type of thing could totally ruin my social life. Hey Ruby. After about an hour of trying to teach Greg to become, Greg, Roderick came into my room and saw us. Greg, could you? I made him promise he wouldn't tell Mom, or I would tell her how he stole a car with his bandmates. That shook him up pretty bad, and he said he wouldn't tell. At least Manny didn't find out, because once he told on me for falling asleep. If Manny finds out, I'm dead. The reason I know this is because whenever Roderick or Manny tell on me, they always change up the story. Once, I put a small crack in the window, and Roderick threw a basketball at it and blamed me. That got me grounded for a month. And Manny is even worse. A few days ago, Manny sold everything I owned. I tried to buy it all back with the few dollars I had, but Manny ended up scamming me, and gave away everything. Then when Mom asked where everything went, Manny said, "Bubby did it. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I doubt anything exciting is gonna happen, but I guess you never know." Monday. Oh gosh. There's a lot to tell. Roderick went insane. I think seeing two Gregs was enough for him, because after leaving my room, he took the van and crashed it into a ditch. That isn't the only thing he did either. Roderick then burnt down Rowley's house. Roderick somehow didn't get arrested, but now Rowley and his family are living with us. Of course Rowley chose to sleep in Manny's room, so now I'm roommates with Mr. Jefferson. Don't ask me why, but since Rowley and his family are guests, Mr. Jefferson got to sleep in my bed, and I have to settle for a air mattress. Aside from that, two things. 1. Roderick ran away. My teachers believed that other Greg was me. It turns out, though, that the other Greg was a total nerd. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell. Tuesday. Don't ask me why, but I think someone kidnapped other Greg a few hours ago. I heard a truck pull up to our driveway. Then I heard footsteps in the house, some yelling, and then it went quiet. And when I woke up this morning, other Greg was gone. So was Mr. Jefferson, actually. When Rowley woke up, he started shivering. I guess that means he's worried about his dad, or whatever. To be honest, I don't really care about Mr. Jefferson. Who I do care about, is other Greg. The only reason I do, though, is because if someone finds him, they'll call my parents. Then my parents would tell them that I'm at home, and our entire plan would be ruined. So, I need to find other Greg first. In order to do so, though, I would need to look in a place no one else is looking. Everyone is looking around Plainview, so I looked somewhere else. My first thought was to look in Slacksville, but then, I found out people were looking for other Greg there, too. I tried to go into another city near Plainview, but the cops didn't let anyone leave. Tweet tweet, there were guards along every corner. So I couldn't leave Plainview, so I had to look around. After searching, I found myself at that abandoned Marconi's sub shop. I went in and heard a little kid crying. I didn't want to get killed by a zombie kid, so I booked it. After running for a while, you'll never guess where I ended up. I was at the old shack at Hardscrabble Farms. I took a look inside, and other Greg sitting there, by hisself. I got him to explain how he got here, and boy, did he have a lot to tell. When I finally returned other Greg, I told the cops the whole story. I'm not exactly sure if the story has a good or bad ending, since I got the reward money, I bought the new Twisted Wizard and my family took the rest. But other Greg is gone, the cops took him and never gave him back. I guess, some stories don't have a good or bad ending. Some just have, well, endings. In this one, there was just an ending. With some stories, I guess you never know. I don't really feel an exact one emotion. I'm feeling a ton. But hey, I guess that's how some things work. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll meet again. But for now, that's really all I can say. You never know how the future will go, though. Meeting other Greg was odd, but we still had some good moments. Maybe myself as a friend is better than Rowley. Maybe, just maybe.